So I need to withdraw a few more bucks out of here, but we're starting with that. And this is also incorrect. I need to figure out how to change my options to show percentage, like overall percentage gain. I'll figure that out. So just hanging out, waiting for things to trigger. Today we liked crowd and Tesla. I want to short Tesla though, so I'm just going to wait for it to give me that short. And I want a long crowd. So I'm thinking I'll trade this inside 4 hour, which will trigger the inside day, which will trigger the week up. So I'm going to get in crowd right now. Got to see how much it costs on this portfolio. Let's see. Crowd is at the highs. Woo wee! Crowd's expensive. Okay. May have to pass this up. Thinking. May have to wait a little longer and not enter on the inside 4 hour because contracts are going to be a bit juiced because volatility is quite high during this time of day. And crowd also has terrible spreads. I guess I should show this on this screen and not my phone because you can't see that. Let's see. So I'm looking at the options chain, right? I want to buy calls. Look how pricey crowd is. And look at the spreads on crowd. So, sorry, I never do this on the computer. Okay, bid ask, right? Crazy spreads. So crowd will not work for this account. Quite frankly, I wouldn't trade this in my big account either. Even if I go further out of the money, $60 spread is insane. So I will not be trading crowd for that reason alone. The furthest I would want to go out is like probably $40 because we are at the highs. $40 is excessive. Honestly, like $20 is really the furthest I want to go. This should even out. You should get really tight strike prices, but oh well. Gonna have to miss crowd. Just way too expensive for the portfolio. But what I said is gonna happen is likely happening, right? So inside 4 hour, trigger inside day, which will trigger the 3-2 week, and crowd will continue up. Just can't afford it. Oh my word. All right, I'm going to quit looking because I can always tempt myself to do something hectic. So back to Tesla. Just sort of hanging, right? I need to see what's going to happen. I need to let the trade come to me. Still an inside day. I don't want to jump the gun here. Well, I want to jump the gun, but I'm going to do my best to not jump the gun here. Maybe I'll get a really beautiful 15er, right? So I can take a 3, 2. So like this would have to turn red if we flip the day red. And actually, that's what I'll do. I will put an alert to notify me when the day flips red. That way I can get in the trade, but I won't be paying these crazy high premiums that happen in the morning. I don't need this line. And the daily open is now here. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm waiting for. I want this 15er to trigger the week, right? We've talked about Tesla so many times. I want it to trigger the week down. Okay. I am also just hanging around all of this shit. Pardon my swearing. Yeah, just hanging. If all of this is turning red, well, I guess not Costco, but these big guys are going red. I wonder what Meta's doing. Meta's probably also falling back a bit. Yeah, okay. That's great for what I want to do with Tesla. Doesn't matter for crowd. Crowd looks like it doesn't give a crap about that. But all-time highs is now there. Yeah, waiting. Don't love it, but I will wait. I may just take a 5. It doesn't matter. Like, it has to flip the day red. So if that's on a 5, if it's on a 3, if it's on a 10, it doesn't matter. When that happens, I will be getting into Tesla. Carvana, right out the gate, hey? 4 hours, 1 hour. Oh, yikes. That's crazy. It's a strong one. As I said in my morning video, Carvana is just wildly strong. Going back to the highs, it looks like. Nothing to stop it. Nothing but space. That's awesome. All right. Gearing up for Tesla here. I'm going to do this on my phone just because I'm a lot faster there. Let's see. All right. Tesla flipped the day. I'm going to buy the 290s at 122. So now I'm in these a little early, I can admit. Because it flipped the day and then it went back, right? I want to have my stop like here. I'll probably be a little flexible with it, but that's the area that I do want to be focused on with my stop. I'm just reading that Tesla. Okay, cool. So, oh, let me pull it up here. Hopefully it has updated here since I did it on my phone. Yeah, like this is incorrect, so I need to fix that somehow. Let's see. Yeah, so we're down $11. Hello. Okay, there it is. So this is correct. But this option watch list, if anyone knows how to make these show total percentage change and not percentage change, that would be really helpful to me. So don't love what's happening here on Tesla. Just gotta look back. So I got in a little too early. I'm gonna have to let this fiver close, but don't love it, right? Should have let the fiver trigger, this 3-2. I may have to wait a whole 15 minutes to see how this 15er closes. But yeah, not scared of it at all. Just could have probably done that a little bit better. Traded an inside 5. It flipped the day, yes, but it flipped the day and immediately rejected. So that means that I need to just slow down. That's what that means. Everything else is still red. So look at crowd. Damn. It's painful to be correct when you're not in the trade. Anyway, I don't have enough money for it, so I need to just relax. Amazon's looking great. Went down to the yearly open and flipped back green. Interesting. So I need to figure out what I want to do with Tesla. I may have to get out and get back in. That was a bad entry. Definitely gonna let the fiver close. Then if it triggers the fiver, I may have to get out. I really want the 15er to close, so we'll have to see. We will have to see. I'll make a decision in the moment. Because all of this stuff is looking like it's going to go back up, which makes complete sense. Okay. Now, I'm just going to take it easy and wait for proper signals across the board. And I think I'm going to just blend all the videos that I make today on the small account so I can make one large video to show what I did throughout the day. But the current time is 9:39. Market just opened. No need to be rushing. I don't know if I would call the Tesla. Yeah, the Tesla trade was a rush. Tesla trade was a rush. But yeah, hanging on to it. Let's see where we're at with it now. All right, 9%. Just not scared for it. Man, this is really bugging me. How do I fix that? See, because like total return is plus 22%, right? And it's showing today's return. I don't want it to do that. I want it to show total percentage return. If I right click it, that's what happens. If I hold it, nothing happens. Yeah, I don't like that. If anyone knows how to help me, I would really appreciate it. Oh wait, nope, that's not it either. Price change. All right, well, I don't need to make a whole video about how I don't know how to work the desktop. But yeah, see, now we're down 7%, 8%. So we're just gonna hang with Tesla, see what goes on. No need to fear. Everything is still figuring itself out this morning. So crowd did that, right? Hit the top of the broadening formation that was drawn, which is also ADR. So that's a good first take profit. And then you just leave some runners and see how you go. I don't know why this is not showing. Huh. Where's my ADR? Okay. I also don't need to make a video about that. So I will figure all this out and come back with another video once we figure out what Tesla's going to do. And if I take another trade, on this account, then I will let you all know. Right? So we have a double inside 5. Looks like it's about to trigger. If it doesn't, then you know we'll have a triple inside 5. We're just sort of hanging. I just wanted to update that. So what should have happened was patience, right? Because it flipped the day red and then like completely, like immediately rejected. That's the concept of you don't have to be the first one in, right? So because I was trying to move quickly, I'm the first one in, so now I have to hold through all this crap. What should have happened is I waited for the 15, like my first thought, right? Wait for the 15 and let it trigger. So now I'm just holding through this. If it triggers this double inside 5 down, that would be great. There's no need for me to add to it right now because it's still an inside day as well. So really this is a test, not a test. This is a lesson of patience. I'm going to let this 15er close most likely. And then we'll move from there. The 15 looks just like the 30. I'll show you. See? So ideally we can flip this 30 red and then I don't know if I should say that. I think ideally we flip this 15 or red, we trigger the 3-2 on the 15 because that's just, I don't have to hold through the pain as long. What makes more sense would be to flip this 30 red and then we have a 3-2 on the 30 and that this 15 stays inside. Either way, I'll be happy. But yeah, not getting out of this, but I wanted to do that little update. I hope that these videos aren't too skippy, but I really do want to document the growth of a small account. So I think I'm going to short SPY. It feels risky. I really also want to short Amazon. I don't want to do too much in the AM session. But this looks delicious. Look at this. So we have, what the hell? Sorry. We have a possible outside day. That would be insane, but also amazing. But we definitely have this gap on the hour. So I'm going to short SPY. I'm going to go a little far out because my account is small. I don't want to take too big of a loss, but I want to have the potential for lots of gains. So I think I'm going to go with the 610s, the $17. I'm going to buy one because my account is so small. The worst that could happen, you know, I'll put my stop. Maybe at the top of this 15er. This is a little risky just because everything is so bullish. In general, the market is so bullish. I think, yeah, I'll just put my stop like $7 out. So the worst that can really happen is I lose $7 on this trade. But ultimately, I want to get to ADR. So I will set an alert at my target. And yeah, if I get kicked out, I get kicked out. I think it's an okay risk. Also because SPY has this wickless candle. I like it. I like it. The Qs are doing the same thing. I don't want to short Nvidia. It just makes me feel uncomfortable. Shorting Amazon though, let's look at it. Could go outside day. But no, we're in the last bit of the quarter, right? And we're about to touch ADR, I believe. Yeah. So I don't know. We're like at ADR. I don't know if that's the best short to take. I'm going to not trade Amazon. I'm going to wait for a higher time frame. This 3-2 on Nvidia also looks really tasty. But I just don't want to short this stock. Oh my word. Look at that 30. Look at that hour. Still an inside day. You just never know with Nvidia. Yeah, should have caught it at the top, but I didn't. Let's see what's Tesla doing. There we go. Triple inside fiver. What an annoying hold. Which will probably last a tiny bit longer. Let's see where we're at. All right, we're down quite a decent amount on SPY, but you see we're doing a comeback. We're fighting back a bit here. And yeah, I feel good. I feel good. Yeah, I don't want to short this. Okay. The SPY short is risky. But, all right. I am settled in. I think that this is probably a smart short on Nvidia if it can stay below ADR. But regardless, I am settled in, and I probably won't take another trade till the PM session when things are a little more obvious. Really wanting Tesla to be on my side here. So we'll see how we go. I have to let this 15er close on SPY. Just a quick update. So we have this inside fiver, right? And this fiver triggered against me. The only thing is I need to wait another 3 minutes for it to close. Because it could go my way, right? Because we've already triggered the 15 down. So I don't have to panic yet. And let's see how much we're down on, yeah, I mean, what's $3? 17%. We hit, 20, 25% just in general, regardless of how much money you actually lose. I do want to, keep my stops at like 25% is probably my maximum stop on many things. 0-day SPYs are so nuanced that I don't think I have a percentage in my brain of how much I'm willing to lose, or what percentage I want to put my stop at. But in general, if it's not a 0-day trade, 25% should really be something that you're thinking about. Should I be stopping out? Because if you get a proper entry, it shouldn't go that much against you, regardless of your contract. 0 days are very specific trading types. So I just wanted to mention that, along with sitting through all of this on Tesla. So same situation with Tesla, right? It triggered this 3. Fine. But you have to let the candle close because the candle's still live. So when we're up here, I'm down, 23%, 22, 23%. But now I'm down, 13? Because I'm letting my candles close. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, I think Nvidia may be a short. I'm just so scared to short this. I don't want to, so I'm just not. But yeah, so Tesla is likely going to do what we spoke about inside 15. Oopsies. And then I want that to give me this 3-2-30 down. But we'll see. We will see. Ideally, this 15er can close flipping the day. But time will tell. I may have to get out of Tesla. Definitely will if we get some strong 15er action against me. But again, inside day, premature trade, not my best work, but do believe in the trade and in the chart. Amazon, however, may be giving me an entry for long. I'm going to set an alert there at the top of this 15er hammer. Probably won't enter on the 15, likely enter on the 30, but we'll just have to see. I don't hate what Meta's doing either. I just know Meta is too expensive for this current account. And we've already talked about crowd. Good Lord. See, when I said take profit at ADR, that would be my take profit. And then I wait for, let me move this. I'd be waiting for another actionable signal. This closes the inside 15er. That's my next actionable signal to add to my runners, right? So when I exit, I'm not exiting out of the full position. I'm exiting out of whatever you're comfortable with. Is it, if it's half, if it's a quarter, whatever that is. So I'm taking some profit up there. And now that I'm getting this actionable signal, I'm looking to add to this position, right? Because it's a winner. It's winning. Okay, that's that explanation. Amazon looks very interesting. Nvidia is flipping, right? It's turning around. And I mentioned if it can stay below ADR, then you want to keep it as a short. Where's my ADR? Okay, yeah. Then you want to keep it as a short. But if we get this really beautiful inside 30, that can trigger something to the upside, then that's what we'll be looking at. Don't love this on Tesla. I guess I don't hate it. Ooh, it triggered the inside 15. Okay, so I do love it. I'm going to set an alert for the open of the previous 15. I probably won't exit there if it goes that high, but definitely just want to watch Tesla, right? Because I'm trading it inside day. And so because I'm trading it inside day, I need to be keeping a better watch on the trade. Let's see where we're at now though. See, now we're only down 2%. And part of that is just because I'm letting my candles close. So I'm not panicking through this trade. It's fine. Like, this is how trading works. And I mean, ultimately, we're still in the open range, right? Top and bottom of the opening candle. So it's all gonna be okay. What's going to happen is you lose a little bit of money and you just figure out how to get back in. Because things are turning around. So there's that. Okay, the time is 10:03. I also want to mention Hood, right? So I talk about obvious trades all the time. Hood is announcing some sort of crypto thing today. I knew that pre-market. And it's gapped up, right? This is where it closed. And it gapped up here. This is a gap and go. So Hood should have been something that I was watching. That's just an easy, obvious trade, is to get into Hood. And you really want to get in on the red to green move. It went down, it was red, and then it flipped green. That's when you get in. Because everyone that was short in Hood has to get out, which is gonna pump that price up. Obvious trade. Really disappointed in myself for not trading it. Or nonetheless not even looking at it. When I know how this works, right? So this is a moment of, you want to get the obvious things. You want to trade those. That's where I don't want to call it easy money, but that is where the simplest, highest probability trades are. So now I'm sitting here waiting on Tesla to do its thing, when really my focus should have been on Hood doing what was much more obvious than this Tesla trade. Same with SPY. I'm just sort of hanging out in SPY when I don't have to be. And really, no, I wouldn't have exited, but I don't have to be hanging out in things that are moving slow when something was obviously going to move quickly. So that's just some little, you need to be using your brain consistently moves there. Yeah, Meta's gonna fucking take off. Interesting Google. Okay. Also, I do want to ask, like, I'm making these videos just like as things are happening because I don't want like a 18-hour video. Is this working for you guys? I've only had like one response to it, so I just want to know if we like this structure. There is Tesla going the way that I don't want it to go. So let's do this together. Okay, I still have to let this 15er close, right? Because it's triggered it down, which means we could just be putting in a wick. Yeah, this 5er happened. Let's see how much we're down. Okay, 13%. I don't have to panic. There's no need to be panicking, right? 13 just turned to 11, right? So it's just let the tickers move. They're going to do what they're going to do. And yeah, I'm not too worried about Tesla. We'll just put a stop right there. Not a stop. We'll just put an alert right there so I know what's going on with it. Okay. Looks like SPY really does want to dump. Come on, SPY. Do it. Inside 15er. No need to fear. It's fine. What does the 30 look like on Tesla? I would assume that it's also inside. Yeah. I guess I can live with the inside 30 to trigger the hour. The 3-2 hour. I don't want to. So, here we are. Waiting on the trade. Patiently. If SPY can really dump, then I know that the Qs will be dumping, and that will help me with Tesla. Amazon's a tricky little one today. But yeah, okay. Hey, I am going to have to get out of SPY, because this is a 0 day, right? This 15er triggered. I got to get out. And then Tesla is testing me. If it goes 3 on the 15, I may have to get out. I think I'll be close to that 25% anyway. So I am exiting SPY now. Took a $4 loss on SPY. I can live with that. And we're just hanging out on Tesla. I really want to let this inside 30 close. But the worst that can happen is I get out and I just get back in, right? Can't let your emotions of like wanting to let a candle close make you lose money, right? I'm also curious about shorting Palantir. I'll have to pull it up. Big. See NVIDIA. I think I'm gonna long that when it sets me up. What was I talking about? Okay, Palantir. Oh, no, I'm not touching that. It's like really inside day. Nah. No need to risk anything. Looks like a decent short if you're in smaller time frames. But this is telling me there's better trades out there. See, look at Tesla. You just gotta let shit do its thing. If SPY gives me something else, then I'll get back in. It'll have to be off of this inside 30. Hello. That's annoying. But if it gives it to me, then that's what we'll be taking. Because we have a wickless morning, right? Like we have no wick at the top. We have instant selling, right? That's what that's showing me. So if it gives us that, then we'll just take this failed 2 up on the hour down. So inside 30 to trigger the failed 2 up hour down on SPY. Tesla is looking like it may deliver, which is great. This is why we let 5ers close, okay? It's why we let 15ers close, right? There's no need for me to be panicked when I see it, like we're barcoding, right? Boom, 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 boom. We're just putting in the barcode lines inside the opening range. I should not be in this trade. At the end of the day, I prematurely took this trade. If you want to argue that I could have gotten here on this 15, fine. But ultimately, I jumped the gun on this, and now I'm paying the price, which is just sitting through all of this crap. Okay. That's really all I have to say about that. Amazon is being very strange. I actually think I may want to long Amazon. We'll have to wait for the 30s, right? You see this inside 30? It's crazy to trade an inside 30 in the first hour of the day, like for me personally, unless it's like I don't know, maybe a 0 day SPY, but honestly, like this is a crazy trade that I'm in, this Tesla trade. It is what it is, but that's hectic. Let's see what else we can be looking at. This is so strange to talk over my trades like all day. Okay, Apple's looking like Apple. Wow, Adobe. I guess I can tell you what I'm doing. I am just looking for interesting 30-minute setups. I know that, see, what I know, when I look at things like this, right, I already know AVGO gapped up this morning. It's red on the day. It has an inside 30. It's past all-time highs. This could go down, right? That's what's going through my mind as I'm flipping through all of this. That's why I stopped on Affirm, right? I know Affirm gapped up this morning. It has hit the top of Orb, wicked it, and now it's putting in this interesting 30. So I just paused to look and think, right? There we go. Okay, great. So now we're on app. I don't really trade that. Spotify, similar. Wish I would have seen this sooner. I bet you the 15 looks even better. Yeah, it does. But that's okay. I think Spotify may cost too much for this account. Anyway, SMCI. Ooh, baby. Miss that. Look at this. I don't think you guys like that. Okay, there we go. Ooh-wee. Inside day still, but boy oh boy, 3-2 week SMCI. This is where I want to be. Ugh. Okay, I gotta wait. I bet you that 15er. Yeah. Probably a 5er because that's not actually an actionable signal. Yeah, inside 5. Damn. Okay. I need to put SMCI here on my chart. So I'm not going to play Palantir today. It's too inside. All right. Keep looking. See, I should be doing this more often. I know that. I just kind of... Let's see. All right. So that's the end of really what I trade. TEM. I only hold shares of this. Can't seem to trade it. Okay. Yeah, now I'm just hanging out. Oof. I hate that I missed that. Now I'm just hanging out, waiting on Tesla to do what the chart's saying it's going to do. May get back into a SPY short off of the 30 that we spoke about. SMCI. Tesla has flipped the day red. Let's go. So, we're back where I want to be. I'm going to put an alert at the highest high of the current candle. So we let these fivers close. We trigger this fiver down. I'm looking at the 30. Okay. Still inside. So what we spoke about may be what's happening, right? Inside 30 to trigger the hour, the 3-2 hour down. I'd be happy with it. Let's look at the portfolio. Okay, so it says we're down 13 because we took that loss on SPY. Totally fine. Now we're only down 10 here. I think the most we were down was 23%. And yeah, just waiting. What am I going to do with SMCI? A couple of things I'm looking at. Okay, so SMCI, I have to have some sort of actionable signal to get into this. I missed it, right? Ultimately, I missed SMCI. So now let me look at... what was the other ticket that I just saw that I wanted to explore? Amazon. What am I looking at for Amazon? I actually want this to go outside day. That'd be so cool. How do I get into an outside day possibility for Amazon? Not on the 15, okay, so the 30. First of all, I want to mark the highs and lows of this inside 30. If it goes up, then that's going to change what's happening. So, the hour. Ideally, we trigger this inside 30 on Amazon, and that triggers this 2 up, this fail 2 up, and then I will trigger that will trigger that fail 2 up to go 2 down on Amazon, right? Sending me to my outside day. Okay? That's what I'm looking at. That's what I want to happen. What other ticker was it? SPY, I believe. I really want to short this. Again, inside 30, fail 2 up hour. I don't know if SPY will go out today, but to take me to lower ADR, so here, which is 614.86. I will likely be in something further out than that because of the size of my account, and 0 days are risky. So looking at probably 612s, something like that. Regardless, if this can move quickly, those 612s will make significant money. I could do probably 200%. What else am I looking at? Nvidia. I kind of want to long it. I just don't think that's going to happen. Nvidia is very inside day. I don't care so much about that because it's Nvidia. I'm not going to long this because even if I get this inside 30 trigger up, I'll be inside hour. And that's just not necessary. Okay, Amazon, what you doing? All right, nothing really. Oh, I marked that low on the 30. Come on, stay inside for, what is it, 9 minutes, 8.5 minutes? It's not going to. Damn. Okay. The question is, what is ABGO doing? Okay, the question on Amazon is, their SPY, everything's gonna fall now? Dickheads. All right, please stay inside. Give me an opportunity. I may chase SPY on a 0 day. I'm not gonna lie. I may do it. What does a 5? Ah, ha, ha, ha. Man, I want to trade this portfolio smart because people are watching. Yeah, I'm going to trade SPY. No, I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to settle down, right? I'm getting a little excitable. There's no need for that. SPY will give me an entry. Everything gives me entries. So I'm just looking for a time frame that I want to be trading SPY on. Okay. I'm just going to put an alert here. So when it goes this low again, I can at least be aware. Tesla was just up 5%. It has gone back to break even, or a little less now. So we're just settling in. There is literally no need for me to be rushing anything. I definitely do want... I'm just seeing that Tesla's 30 did not stay inside. Totally fine. We can still add on this 3-2. I don't know why this... Oh, this is previous outside week. Okay. That's fine. I'm going to make this an ad on Tesla. We'll see how much money it costs to add. When this happens in the next 6.5-ish minutes. This SPY is getting me, boy. All right, I'm gonna just wait on it because I know that's the right thing to do. Amazon is so cheeky. So now I have to use my brain. This inside 15, that's so much hindsight. There's no way I would have taken it in the moment. Maybe because it flipped the year back red. Okay. Technically, see, now I'm talking in technicality so I can get into a trade. This is a 3-2, sorry, a fail 2 up. So it's a 2-2-30 that is re-triggering. You see how I just made that work? So much logic here. I'm going to set an alert. Oh, man. I'm not very good when I miss trades. I just don't like that feeling of like, you should have been there. I am thinking if I should short Amazon now or if I should wait for a signal. I am going to settle down. That is usually always the best option, even though I really want to short this. So I didn't short SPY. Now I'm glad I didn't, right? The only trade that I'm in is this Tesla trade, which it worked, it didn't work. We broke the low. So let's just talk about this. Let's focus on something else. We broke the low of the opening candle, right? So we had these two purple lines, this one and this one. I've broken that low. So I'm happy about that. And I mean, honestly, we've all seen how Tesla can go. So Tesla could carry this portfolio to, $1,000 in this one trade. So I can settle in. It's going to be fine. It's 4 minutes to wait on Amazon's hour. I may just need to get up for a minute. Yeah, I'm going to set entry at the low of the hour just so I can settle down and not get too excitable. Carvana, okay. Amazon, still the same chart. Okay, hood. I definitely don't want a short hood. Let's go. There is my Tesla. It does say add. Why does it say add? I can't even remember. Oh, that was my possible add on the hour. Let's give it another $1. Let's see how the hour closes. So now I have an alert at the daily open, right? I don't want Tesla to flip the day green. And I can show you how much we're up. 6%, $8. Okay. The best thing though is we're up on the portfolio, right? We lived through all of that bullshit when we didn't have to. I do want to make that clear. We did not have to live through that. But hopefully that helped you just to see me not panic in that. I may have to take SMCI off my screens. This is so upsetting. So upsetting. Look at that. All the way to the sky. Dickhead. Okay. Yeah. Hanging out. Have an alert, right? So have an alert set for my SPY short. This failed 2 up hour. Hopefully we can kill that. Have an alert set to add to Tesla. I'll move this up once this hour closes. Maybe a really smart ad on that. So let's look at Tesla's day, right? Because it was inside. So this should be labeled. So now that I know, this is not an actionable signal, but I want to know when we're no longer inside day. Okay? So that's what this is indicating for me. And yeah, I think we're good. Just settling in. I know I keep saying that, and that's because I'm feeling excitable. It'd be interesting to see if a Q short comes along. Oh, and then I just wanted to mention that I have my alert set on Amazon. All right, we'll wait for the flip. 30, right? Tesla has flipped the day back green, but we're hovering there. And we just had the hourly flip, right? So, because the hour's just flipped, I'm going to give it time to put in a wick. It hasn't even been 5 minutes into the new hour. Do I love that this hammer triggered? No. But it's going up here. Hopefully it doesn't go much higher than that. But I got to let the 5 close. Am I down on my trade? Yeah. So, the other option, because like if you're trading with a different risk tolerance than I am, the other option would be you got to exit when it flips the day back green. So when we were up, you need to put your stops at break even. If you don't want to put them at break even, you want to give it a chance, then your exit would be when it flipped the day back green. I think that would have put you down like 4% on the trade. Now we're down probably closer to 20. Yeah, okay, 17.5. But I just still believe in Tesla. So I'm going to at the very least, let this close. Oh, let me mention, if you do exit when it flips the day green, then you just have to wait for your entry. Maybe this stays inside the whole 30 and gives you another entry for inside 30 down to trigger this 3-2, right? There's options. There are options. This is just how I'm trading because the 15's inside, 30's inside, hours inside. It's fine. And I have a higher risk tolerance, right? So it's going to have to be up to you how you trade. Frankly, I don't know if I should say we still shouldn't be in the trade because we did trigger this 3-2 on the 30. So you could have taken it. It's just still an inside day, right? So there's higher probability trades. I was just really set on Tesla today. Nvidia triggered this inside 30, but the hour's inside, so why would I touch it? Look how inside this hour is. Aggressively inside. There's just no reason. You want to be trading things that have a high probability. And I'm saying that to myself too, right? Tesla just didn't have it. Still don't hate a SPY short though. If it's going to give it to me, I'm going to take it. What would be super cool if it did inside 15, which triggered this hour. But really gotta just hang out with Tesla for a minute. Trying to see what else is going on. Not a ton. I would really hope SMCI give me some sort of entry to swing some calls this week. I want to put an alert at the top of this 30, just see how we go. You never know. But I'm loving this. I'm loving these inside 30s being pretty red. Ideally, we get some triggers down. Why am I loving that? Because it's going to give the one trade that I'm holding, my Tesla, reason to go straight to the depths, which is what we want. I don't care about longing Nvidia. I would love to long SMCI, but I don't think this is going to affect SMCI. And I just moved this because SMCI, I need it to be above ADR. I need to close above ADR. So the top of the 30 is not really what I need. I'm going to have it a little bit above ADR. Because ADR could just reject again. I don't need that in my life. But I do need this, right? So we flip the day back red. So let's say that you got out of Tesla. That's fine. You would just be looking for another entry. Maybe that's on the tenner, right? You're getting this shoot a tenner. So wait your 4.5 minutes and take, if this flips red, you want to take that back down to the depths, right? So that's the power of letting things close. If you don't want to do that, if you don't want to live through this up and down, then don't. Just be ready to get back in, right? And again, I can't stress this enough. You should not be in Tesla. The day is still inside. Everything that I've done on Tesla today was high risk, medium probability. It just was unnecessary. You could probably get a better entry off of a better actionable signal. So I don't want to say you shouldn't be in, but you should be in with a lot more focus and intention. I'm just sort of hanging out because I'm already in it. But yeah, using caution when the day is inside makes complete sense, and you should not feel bad about that. Please dump. Look at that. This cheeky little sod. Okay. And now again, I'm just looking. What's going on with Microsoft? Let me see if I should enter that. Look at this. Inside 30 down. Okay, great. And right, we have to use all of our time frames. Okay, inside 30 down triggers this. The day is inside. Yes. Am I coming off of all-time highs? Yes. Okay. Look, freaking SMCI. This thing's going to the sky. What does the week look like? It looks like every other bloody week, doesn't it? I'm not going to short this. I'm just not. It could have an interesting day. The day's inside. I don't need to be trading another inside day. Tesla's more than enough for this portfolio. But yeah, this is interesting. Inside 30 to trigger the 322 hour to trigger the failed 2-up day. Very interesting trade. Could likely happen. Microsoft is not cheap, so I don't want to overextend this portfolio. Oh my gosh, yes. Kill it, SPY. What's the 10 doing? Okay, what's the 5 doing? 5 already gave me an entry. Do I chase it? Do I not? I think I'm going to chase SPY. 15 is still inside. Why not take a risk? Alright. What did I say I would get? 612? No, I'm getting 610s. Fuck it. Come on. Alright, filled for $15. Where's my fiver? That was a chase. All right, if it hits here, I want to know. If it flips the 5 green, I'm going to have to get the hell out. So now we're checking on everything else. This bloody bastard. Okay. All right. Hanging out, loving this on Tesla. So you exited, let's say, right? You're getting this, ideally, shoot a 10. You have 1 minute for it to flip red. If not, hang out. Don't love that. Smarter to wait for this inside 15 to add, which I'll probably do. Not smart. Well, I won't do that. That's not smart. Days inside 15, I still have an inside 30, still have an inside hour. Not smart. I'm not going to add. I'm just going to hold what I have and be happy I didn't lose $200. Come on, SPY. Okay. Fun AM session. I'm going to go do other things. Oh, wait, am I recording? Okay, so it was silly to not trade NVIDIA at this inside 15, which triggered this inside 30. I understand the hours inside. This is safer. But if I get in here, then I think I'm going to have to get out of Tesla. 3 minutes, 4 minutes, actually. The smartest thing to do is to exit. I think I'm going to hold through this. At least let the 30 close. I should not hold this contract. I should not hold this contract. Let me look at SPY too. Okay. This is a not smart hold. I should be exiting. I can always get back in, right? And I know that. I'm thinking. Yeah, I should get out of this. Okay. I'm also gonna likely exit this. Well, no, SPY has given me literally no reason to exit. I'm gonna hang out. Don't do this. This is a terrible way to trade. But I am gonna hang out. I want to let this inside 30 close. NVIDIA, that's what I'm trying to talk about here. It was an okay trade to take. If I take this inside 30, then my stop would just need to be ADR. But at least I'm in the trade. I'm going to wait for the hour now because the day is inside. But in terms of like, don't trade it, it's NVIDIA, right? NVIDIA has been showing strength. NVIDIA is one of the strongest stocks in the market, right? There's so many reasons to be long NVIDIA that this may be an exception to the rule. Okay, I'm going to wait for this hour because of the size of my portfolio and because I've taken this trade on Tesla. There's just no need to add risk. But in general, overall, totally fine trade for my style of trading to take. Holding this is totally not fine. Should not be what I'm doing. And I know that. That's half the battle, right? Then watching SPY. SPY gives me a 5 against. Because I'm in a 0 day, I'm getting out. But we have this triple inside 5. Hopefully that gives me something juicy on the 15. Yeah. Let this close. Inside 15er. Let it close. And then hopefully we can really see a pullback. Man, this 5 minute on Tesla. Very, very aggressive. I was just hanging out, hovering here. No big deal. Tesla said, think twice. Let's see. Yeah. When it triggers this inside 15er, it's probably a great exit. But I am going to let this close. I'm just not scared. Yeah. bad trading technique. This whole Tesla trade is less than ideal. And I want to say that it's less so my entry and more so not exiting, because my entry was when it flipped the day from green to red, right? But when it flipped back green, that's my exit. That's when I should have exited. Take that small loss to protect your capital. I have just been trading with such a large account for so long that I at times have such a high risk ability. I guess I'm risk averse. I think that's what it's called. That yeah, I do hold things. If this triggers this inside 30 though, like I'm no doubt I'm getting out of Tesla. That's just gonna have to be it. I'm gonna have to get back in. But I did want to at least let the 30-minute close. I think we can flip the day back. Let me actually put my alert. Where is it? Oh no, don't do that. Don't do that, Tesla. Yeah, all right, that's my exit for real. It's way more than you want to lose. Let me put my stop in. So now I have to spend the PM session fighting back. That's a 30% or 29%. So I put my stop in. So my stop is at like 31% loss on that. If it goes, it goes. If not, then not. Let's see. Amazon, inside 30, down. I'm taking it. We already talked about Amazon, why I want to short it. 215s look great. I am in there. I want to know if this flips green, which it definitely could. And if it does, then I'm going to have to likely adjust how I'm trading. Very, very likely. Hating that I missed that NVIDIA. I may actually chase this. Let me see if I can find a time frame giving me an actionable signal on NVIDIA. Oh, no. I'm going to wait on the hour. Yeah. Man, oh man, do I want to long this. Inside day. Chill out. This is very inside hour. Not necessary. I missed the sniper entry on the 15. If I miss an entry, I just need to chill out. Take the hour entry if it's there. If not, you just miss the trade. So, you see this? I'm so much positive that Tesla is a short. But I do have my stops in. So, if it triggers it, it does. But I'm thinking I get a 122 on the 30 that kills this. At least that's what I'm hoping for. I'm still in my SPY short. Ooh-wee! SMCI gave me an alert, but it alerted me to the upside. Oh, sorry, Hood gave me an alert to the upside. No, it was SMCI. Damn, look at Hood. Okay, yeah, it did give me an alert to the upside. Oh man, turn the whole thing around. Kill this market. Amazon 30. I don't know why my alert was there, but yeah, I want that. What did I say I wanted on Amazon? It was outside day, right? So let's pull that up. Damn it, Tesla. Damn it. Okay. Outside day. That's aggressive. Let's just celebrate new low of day. Oop, that may be my exit, actually. Not the best trading day. I guess trading morning. Day's not over yet. But yeah, I'm going to have to probably be conservative. Because I took this Tesla trade, I'm going to have to be conservative with my Amazon short and not let things close. Okay. So I'm putting my stops in on Amazon now. I may be taking a little bit of a kick in the teeth. How surprising. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to be down $60 on the morning. Shocking. Okay. Setting my stop for SPY. They're buying every dip. So I already should have been thinking scalping shorts. Except for Tesla. Tesla's a short. I don't care. Tesla is a short. But my SPY should have been a scalp. Amazon probably shouldn't have even gotten in. Damn, SMCI. Okay. Alright. So, just got kicked out of SPY. Have my stops in for Tesla and Amazon. Just got kicked out of Amazon. Have my stops in for Tesla. Tesla's a short. Alright, Microsoft triggers up. Nvidia, man, waiting on this inside hour. I think I'll be so pleased with myself that I waited for that. Microsoft is a long. Let's double check ourselves. Ooh, wee. Yes, it is. Okay, getting in to Microsoft on this 3-2. Let's see where we're going, baby. Microsoft. Ba-da-ba. Yikes, Microsoft is pricey. I did know that. Okay, 505. Tesla just got kicked out. Microsoft. All right. We're in there. Have an alert at my trigger. Definitely want to give it all 30 minutes. All the remaining 30 minutes. We'll set an alert at high of day. Strange way to trade. You don't have enough money to trade this way. You just gotta be a little better. Okay. All right, Microsoft, take it away. Tesla is going up. Still an inside day. I just know this motherfucker's a short. But, you know, being cocky isn't the best way to trade. All right, we'll wait for Tesla to come back down. It could just be giving me an inside day to short tomorrow. Pardon me. That Amazon short was premature. I'm like right at ADR. Why am I shorting right at ADR? Probably because I'm so excitable. Okay. Cool. Doing good. Nvidia, we will wait. But I think I'm out of money. Oh, I hate trading with such little money. I'm feeling irritation. Maybe I'll add to the account because I hate this. Alright. I'm waiting on the hour. If SPY turned around, that would be so disappointing. Tesla is a short. Tesla is a short. It's going to give me a 1-2-2 down to trigger this inside. But had I not held on to my position so long, I would be able to get back into this, right? That's the difference. You just got to cut those losses. And I know that. But also, I have to cut losses on this account because if I was trading my larger account, I still would have stayed in this trade. Yeah, it triggered the 30 up, but it didn't hit its magnitude, right? So this is your actual exit. So, I may add money to this account because I'm so annoyed by this trade and just take this. This is a short. Tesla's a clear short. I'm going to have to just... I have never found trading a small account to be more frustrating. I think it's because I know people are watching. And I don't want to screw it up. Let's go, Microsoft. Carry us. Put me on your back today. I have to put an alert here. I think I will take Tesla. I'm just so... crazy mismanagement of the amount of money I have. It's okay. But yeah, I lost too much of the portfolio today. This was poor trading. This was poor trading. The most that I should be willing to lose is about 50. I think I'm down 60. Yeah. That's poor trading. Very, very poor trading. I'm actually glad that I'm doing this live, to show that there was a moment, right, where it was like, okay, you can still hold this Tesla trade, and you went back to break even, or maybe like $2 up. That's when you need to be adjusting, right? Why did I do so poorly today? That will be a question for another time. Glad I'm waiting for Nvidia's hour. Is Microsoft's hour inside? Did I do it twice? Okay, no. Okay. Whew. But the day is inside. I think I did say that to myself and to you. What a time to be alive. Just bad trading. Okay. This is going to send me over the edge. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna fucking cheat. This is a short. I just gotta manage this shit better. So upsetting. Alright, just have a think. Settle down. I'm going to get into this. Off of the 5. If I get in off the 5, I will have a higher probability of getting kicked out and having to re-enter. I don't want to put too much more money into this account because I do want this to be a small account challenge. I think the smartest thing for me to do is to wait for, at minimum, the 15er. Ugh. This is a short. I'm just thinking. Microsoft was a bad trade. The day is inside. Tesla has the same situation. So why would I trade Tesla? Because the chart is showing that it's a short. Alright. First thing I'm going to do is... Am I going to get out of Microsoft? Microsoft day is red. Why did I take this? Oh, the hour looked pretty good. Let me put an alert here. And let me go back to Microsoft, the trade that I'm actually in. Take a breath. 3-2-30. Still have 16 minutes for the 30 to close. Okay, fine. The day is red. Not ideal. Totally fine. Because we are very close to flipping the day. The hour is showing strength. I don't want the 30 to flip back red. So that's where my alert will be. I just need to settle down, even though I feel frustrated about Tesla. Okay, so Tesla, I will need to wait for the 30 to give me a proper trigger. Ideally, I get a 1-2-2 down. I can trigger this inside inside hour for a 3-1-2 down. SPY. Really annoyed that I got out of those. But you live and you learn. I am trading with too much thought on people seeing me trade. And you know, I am seeing that I'm just not as good when I'm thinking about other people. But this is life, so I need to be better regardless of other people. Okay, 30. Oh, this is the 30. Shit. Come on, Microsoft. Don't do that. Like it's Microsoft's fault I'm trading an inside day. How funny. Q. We go into the depths. Yeah. Fuck. Okay. I am thinking they buy every dip. So does it even make sense to short anything but Tesla that I'm looking at? I think the answer is no. I can see that Q's triggered that double inside 30, which feels like a good move, but I don't think it is. Because they're buying every dip. That we know. That I am sure of. Okay, so then let me focus on something else, which is, I don't know if I already talked about this, because lots of things are going through my head, but waiting on the hour to trigger, right? Why are you trading an inside hour? All of this shit. You could have gotten it, fine, right? But it comes back, flips, all that, you gotta get out. And I'm saying this to myself as well. Same thing with Tesla. You gotta get out. Why are you hanging out for? So silly. Okay. I still don't want a short in Nvidia, but of course now it looks like a short, but I still don't want to do that. This is making me feel concerned about this long. I think I should let this close. And I should wait. I just think letting Microsoft close is silly. Is anything indicating that it's a short? Let me see what the 15 is doing. No? I mean, there's no indication to get out. I just don't like what the market is doing as a whole. But there's nothing about this that says exit now. This is literally just a 5-minute candle. So nothing is saying that I should get out of this trade. So I need to settle down. See, they're buying it. They're buying every bloody dip. Okay, don't let Tesla get me off my game. Of course, when I say they're buying the dip, the shit keeps going down. Okay. Wow. This was not a good day. How surprising. Very strange. All right. I am going to... Whoa. That was weird. I am going to exit this Microsoft. But why? There's literally no reason. Except for I shouldn't be trading this inside day. I'm not going to exit Microsoft. I'm feeling irritated about my previous trades. So now I'm like, fuck it, let's get out of everything. But I need to, at the very least, allow a trade to work. I got in on the 30. That will be... where I exit. It just doesn't look strong. And you know, I'm getting that information from everything else looking like it's pulling, right? Even SMCI, which was super strong out of the gate. What is Hood doing? I think Hood was pulling, right? Okay, Hood's in the middle of their event, their little crypto event. So it did pull it. I think it made a new low of day. Yeah, Hood made a new low of day, and now it's coming back up to be glorious yet again. Okay. I'm only moving this because I don't love this trade. And technically this is a 5 against me. It close red like that. So maybe I will get out. I just don't love it. I don't love it. I shouldn't have gotten in. That's the difference in it. Yeah, I hate to give up money like that. Maybe I should review this Tesla. I feel like I already have. I know what I did wrong. But I can tell you now, if this gives me a 122 on the 30, I'm gonna fucking short this. Okay. So, still in Microsoft. This is crazy to me. 17%? That is crazy. Alright, I'm still in Microsoft though. How could I trade so poorly? Like, okay, off day, but that was just straight madness. That was silly goose behavior. Hood looks like it is trying to be great. Look at this 3. What's the hour look like? Where the hell is this going? Oh yeah, Hood is the trade you want. Alright, it's going to top of that running formation. Because we are at the highs, my boy. Let's go. Interesting. Maybe this will be my trade instead of like crying about Tesla like an idiot. Look at this. Come on. Look at this big ass inside day and I'm over here like, man, I really want to short it. Chill. Look at the week. Not ready. Chill. So I'm actually going to wait till the end of the day. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait till the PM session for this Tesla short because I truly do believe it's a short and it's going to gap. That's what I think is going to happen. So unless something indicates to me that I should not wait, which would be this fucking trigger, I am going to do that. Let's go, Microsoft. That is why you let things close. Even though you feel excitable and irritated by your previous work. And I should have let my Amazon close as well. But you know, I'm here to live and learn. But mostly here to make motherfucking money. Okay. I would be amazed if anyone watched this entire video of me just chatting shit. Okay, let's go. New high of day. Let's get it. Save the port, Microsoft. Do some work. Be a hero. I'm going to short Tesla. I just can't shake it. I'm going to short Tesla. The week is too perfect. I know I should have waited for a better actionable signal previously. And this actually was a fine actionable signal. It's inside 15 down. You gotta sell. But I didn't. So here we are. Tesla. I will wait for you, Tesla. Hood, on the other hand, is waiting for no one. Good God, this is the trade you want. Alright. 6 minutes till the hourly flip. Mind the gap. Mind the flip. Oh, yeah. The Hood is going to 91, 92. Oh my goodness. A friend of mine the other day was like, I sent her a text. I was like, yo, I'm getting into Hood. It's like my average is like 27 something. Not the other day, like this was months ago, obviously. And she was like, oh, okay, cool, I'm gonna get in with you. So she buys I don't know how much, but she buys some hood. And a couple of weeks ago, she's like, should I sell? And hood was at like 60 something. I was like, honestly, like, do what you want. I can't tell people when to sell stocks. Like, chill. And she's like, okay, I'm going to sell half of it. And I told her, I was like, what's going to happen is hood's going to pull back a little bit, and then you're going to wake up in a week and be like, why did I sell hood? And what has happened? I'm sure she's asking, why did I sell hood at like 60, 63? You know, we can't all be winners. Although like a 200% return is winning for sure. But when you don't need the money, like, why are you messing with it? Like, it's moving. Especially this administration, like, shit is going up. But, you know, sometimes people see money, they take it. And also that is fine. I don't know why I just told you that. Okay, I'm going to get off of here. I'm just chatting. I got into hood, so I had to add money to get into hood here. That I already showed you the hood. I also want to trade Nvidia. So I'm going to have to, I guess, start this over again. But better to, you know, start it over and try. And I'm going to have to adjust to this, knowing I'm recording and people can see, and I don't know, it's weird. But regardless, I want to at least be truthful about that. I am going to trade Nvidia when it if and when it triggers. I just got an alert that Microsoft, yeah, let's go, new Hive day. So that was also right. Like, there was no reason for me to get out of Microsoft. I was just, I don't know what I was, but Microsoft, where are we going? Hopefully we triggered the day. I'm trying to see what else we got. Okay, so target one. On Microsofty. T1. Then we have ADR. Hello. Okay. We have ADR, which is also target 2. T2. Which is also ADR. So, target 1, and then I want to hit the daily. I don't love calling this a trigger because it's not an actionable signal, but you know what I mean. Previous day high. I'm going to put that there just so I know that I'm no longer an inside day. And then also the hood, right? We talked about how hood was looking. So it did that on the 30. And then that gave you this beautiful hammer hour. So we are in hood. We are loving it. This is the portfolio. Now we're down $18. So I just can't take those losses when I know, like, I don't know. I'm gonna start again. I know it's not a lot of money, but it's just so, I'm very attached to being a better trader, I guess. And maybe just trading the PM session is the way to go because things are a little more clear. But honestly, I think the way to go is to not make mistakes that I don't have to make, you know? Like, I didn't need to hold Tesla the way that I did. So that's where I'm at with it. Yeah, I didn't need to force Tesla. Again, I will be adding, okay, first I need to figure out where the hell hood is going. So we have blown through ADR. This is my second target. T2 on hood. Let's go. Take us there. And yeah, the hood that I'm in is the 95 call. And the Microsoft that I'm in, I don't recall, is a 505 call. Yeah. I'm going to have to figure out what I want to do, how I want to do it. But I hope at the very least, right, seeing this type of trading, me just at least talking through all of this is helpful in some way. But yeah, this is an adjustment for me as well, this idea of knowing that I'm making a video that others are going to be watching and seeing. They really do buy every bloody dip. Let's see what SPY looks like. Ooh. This. Okay, so it's 11:30. Maybe smarter to take a tomorrow SPY. Because they're gapping up every day. I know. Oh my god, let's go, Hood. I'm like back in profit, I think. Okay, $3 less. I am thinking, what am I thinking about? I am thinking about NVIDIA, right? I am thinking about SPY tomorrow contracts. This is my entry though. This inside 30 up. Let me look at what SPY contracts look like tomorrow. And then I'm going to have to make some sort of adjustment. Maybe I need some time to figure out how I want to trade. Ooh, maybe 0 days. SPY all-time high is 617. No. Tomorrow. Ooh wee. They know everybody want to buy SPY. If I get tomorrow 625, that's so far away. All right, hold on. NVIDIA, give me this 3-2. Trigger the hour. Okay, NVIDIA. Yeah, man, poor trading. That's crazy. I'm going to get the 165s. I know we have a short week, but I'm going to do that on NVIDIA. Because my day is still pretty red. I think I'm going to buy 2. This makes sense. If I buy 2, then I can swing. Yeah, I've fucked up this challenge for sure. Because now I'm just trading to make this back. Okay, let's go, Hood. Take us there. Okay, just bought those NVIDIA. I think I will do a SPY. I'm just not sold on that. I know they're going to buy it up. Okay, Hood, Microsoft. So what I don't want to do is to go back red on the day. Right? So that is my cautionary tale. But yeah, I hope at the very least watching me fucking fumble that this morning was helpful to someone. As far as doing this is the most I've ever talked while trading, which is an adjustment. So, I will have to figure that out. I know I don't want to live stream, because I also don't want to answer questions while I'm trading. I swear to God, Tesla. Hood is surprising me. Tesla flipped the day red. Ha ha ha. What a dickhead. Okay. Hood. I just need you to tap that for me. Okay. Don't do that. I'm talking to Hood. That's so annoying. Alright. I get it. I'm gonna let this 5 close on Hood. But boy, oh boy. That just killed. Look at this. Killed those profits. And what did I say? I'm not gonna let it go red. I am just breaking every rule in the book. But I do want to let this 5 close. That is wild to be back down $40. Insane behavior. Insane behavior. I don't know why I'm not on my game. I don't know. I should have had my stops in when I said that. But this is also not a 5 against me, so that's also okay. I think 165 is probably too far out. No, it's not even $10. Ah, we have a short week, and I know that. I think I said that out loud, okay? I am just in a different world, I guess. Yikes. How unsafe is that? Regardless, neither Microsoft nor Hood is giving me a reason to exit. It's just annoying, right? When you're up, what was I up? Like 30%, maybe? Maybe not that much. What did I pay? I paid 122, and the highest it went was 163. So, well, yeah, 24, 25%-ish. And then to be back down, what, like, it was like -7. That's just a little frustrating. SPY is gonna gap up. SPY is gonna gap up. Okay, I'm gonna get into a tomorrow's SPY. I just don't want to play tomorrow. It's just early in the day, isn't it? I'm gonna get into 620s today. $4. Let's see what you can do, SPY. I should wait for this 5er to trigger a 3-2. At the very least, I could do that. But honestly, no excuses for bad trading, even though I'm speaking over my trades. Like, that's just, it was poor trading on my part. And I need to be better, and I will be better. Alright, I'm going to stop recording it. I feel like I've recorded all bloody morning. Amazon is going to go outside day. Looking at this. I'm also watching this Microsoft. Yeah, I guess this was just a whole conversation around, see, this inside hour. Missing things like this, you know? Very frustrating. Okay, going outside day is still aggressive, but it will hit at least that target. Yeah, I hope this video was helpful because this was a very strange day. I wouldn't say it was out of character necessarily. It's more so the amount that I have to trade with. I made mistakes with that specific amount. And I will have to make adjustments because, you know, when you have more money, you can kind of be a little more flexible. And I would have been able to still afford these trades later in the day. So, yeah, I just wanted to point out the Amazon situation. We're in Hood, Microsoft, and NVIDIA, which we discussed. I like this inside hour. I like this inside day hammer up. I'm in the 160s. I have 2 of them, which is ultimately ADR. Right? Am I in the 160s? That feels close. No, I'm in the 165s, pardon me. Makes more sense for me. So that is where we are. That's where I'm going to close all of these videos and then put them all together. So it's one long video of me just chatting all day. And yeah, so what I just did here on Microsoft, I want to know when this happens, if this happens, right? We can trigger this 15-minute shooter. I won't be too worried about it. We're green all the way across. I want to know if it hits that target so then I can make adjustments should that happen. It's also an inside 30. The hour is still quite strong. We did hit T1 on that. So if I had a larger portfolio, I would have taken profit. Ultimately, I'll have to decide to take profit at target 2 or to swing into tomorrow. This is what Microsoft looks like now. Right, so it did trigger the day up. That's pretty strong up. It has triggered the week as well. So a 3-2 week on Microsoft. I'm thinking we just hold that. If I zoom out, all-time high, previous all-time highs was pretty far away. We have expanded this broadening formation, right? You can see I'm above this white line. So I don't know where we go next. I guess I can draw a broadening formation like this. So last week's high, because last week is now closed to that previous high. That should give us a little more information, but not much. If I zoom in, yeah. So I still want to get to ADR. NVIDIA, why is that happening? Oh, okay, because I'm back below my hourly trigger. I'm just not that worried about NVIDIA. It's still an inside day. So we'll just have to see what this is doing. What is the... Oh, I know what the hour looks like. I want to see the 30. The 30 is also inside. I want to know if it gets about there. Not that I'm going to get out. I just want to know. Tesla looks like it wants to try and be great. But it's still inside day, right? So I am going to see if I can play this inside day down. I didn't have an actual signal on the day on Tesla. I just can't remember what the trade was. I know I wanted to trigger the week, but I didn't. So maybe this is just me in hindsight realizing why this was such a less than ideal trade after it flipped the day back from it flipped green to red and it flipped back from red to green. It's a good indication of get out and wait. But here you are watching me make these mistakes live. I guess not live, but in realish time. So yeah, eyes are just on Microsoft, Hood, and NVIDIA. Don't really plan on getting out of Hood. Hood was really the trade of the day. I talked about it earlier. Like, hello, obviously. What's going on? In terms of where we are going, we've already hit my second target. Let me pull this up. And then giving away profits, right? Like, I was up, it was green. I'd close the day green. Like, that's not something you want to give away. Okay, so we have that. And then we also have this for Hood. I guess we've expanded that as well. May have to draw on a smaller time frame, but I'm still expanding, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. We'll just have to see where Hood is trying to go. I have my stops in. Keep pumping. Microsoft still hasn't hit that target, at 15 a target, so yeah, it is what it is. Let it close. Amazon, I don't remember where I got out. I know I did it on video, so if you watch it back, maybe you can see, but I feel like maybe well, obviously it feels like I shouldn't have, but first let me look at Microsoft since I'm actually in that trade. I don't want to lose money there. Okay. Okay. This inside hour. So what did I take? Was it this inside 30? Oh, yeah, I traded inside 30 at ADR. Not the smartest move. Okay, I think that's what happened. And that's why I got out. The 30 flip green, I was back above ADR. Just got to keep watching your trades, you know? Inside hour down. Makes sense. You want to take it to outside day. You already know where you want to go. Ah. Boo. Oh, shit. Look at Microsoft. Did I not reset the alert? Apparently not. I'm going to let this 15er close. Because we're still triggered up on the hour. Everything's green. And I still think we're going to gap up, but I don't love that. Okay, so yeah, this is me closing out the day. Obviously, the small account is no longer a small. I mean, that's relative. I think it's still a small account, but um, the actual challenge of trading with 250 is no longer a scenario. Um, yeah, I just couldn't take that loss, especially when I know, that I have the ability to not take it. So I'm gonna adjust. I'm gonna adjust and come back stronger and better. Maybe on a week, maybe like next week when we have a full week to trade. Um, but yeah, if nothing else, I hope that it was helpful to see the mistakes that I made, my temperament throughout the day, attempting to calm myself down. I'm gonna have to get out of Microsoft, really? Yeah. Letting candles close and all of that. So I gotta let this 15er close, which will also be letting the 30 close, which will also be letting the hour close. But yeah, what I was saying, that I just hope that this was helpful. Come on, Hood, take us there. To anyone watching, and if you made it through the whole thing, props to you. That's a lot to watch. All right, I will figure out what I'm going to do, because now I think that if I put the money in the way that I did today, that like it'll take a few days to settle and all that stuff. So coming back on the next Monday with more intention and with a full week should be better for everyone. My Microsoft contracts are going up, but the price is going down. Won't find me crying about that. But yeah, all right, that's the plan. I'll figure that out. And yeah,